This is called a paper umbrella. This is a real object that exists in this universe. It owes this existence almost entirely to the properties of a substance called water. Water is a rock. It is an abundant chemical found pretty much everywhere in every galaxy. It floats around in chunks, sometimes around stars. One might call these chunks comets. Sometimes a chunk will get too close to a star and vaporize. Sometimes a chunk will smash into a planet, sometimes a very specific planet called Earth. Now, due to a strange quirk of astronomical geometry, the surface of Earth is often at temperatures too hot for chunks, but too cold for vapor. And so, much of the water that crashes there is forced to exist in a tenuous state called liquid. This fluid is then responsible for the emergence of countless forms of life, which eat and drink and live and die, blah blah blah. One such life form, called a human, is by weight about 65% water, and it requires frequent ingestion of the fluid to avoid being dead. And since it cannot pick up the water in its liquid state, humankind had to invent cups. Another of humankind's inventions is the umbrella. For you see, Earth spins, and when you spin a wet planet with a thickish atmosphere and a hot star, you get a phenomenon called weather. This manifests in horrible ways. Hurricanes, tornadoes, ice storms, sleet, whatever that is. But not all weather is this intense. It is often merely a mild drizzle of falling condensation. This is called rain. And despite being almost entirely made of this stuff, humans generally don't like coming into contact with falling water. Not to be confused with falling water. And so they might deploy a retractable web of synthetic fabric in an effort to partially shield their exposed body to small drops of condensed gas. This is a real object that exists in this universe. And then finally, humans also make miniature umbrellas out of dead tree material to be placed decoratively alongside floating chunks of water in the cup of a somewhat flamboyant beverage. Although now that I think about it, I guess that's more of a beach umbrella vibe. Okay, sand is